channel is all about traveling, eating good food, being kind to one another, being resourceful, and maybe living an alternative lifestyle, whether you want to live in a car, a van, an RV, a tiny home, a truck, and we're all here to support that. If this is your first time, welcome. We do these live streams. Sometimes we do them every week, and sometimes we do them every other week. Just whatever. So welcome everybody. Let me get my glasses. As you can see, I still have a little bit of a bruise, but it's getting much better. So for those of you that don't know, I fell on my face and got a big black eye. Whoa, there's already a lot of chatter going on. Hey Kayla and HDJ. Hey, Grant is in the house, our moderator. Oh, okay, so I think these, okay, so some of these messages are from before, which I want to apologize because when I set up the live stream this morning, I was in Arizona, which they don't observe daylight savings time. So when the time just recently switched, they are an hour ahead still. And it messed up my brain, and I didn't even think about it when I scheduled the live stream. I was in Arizona, but this afternoon I drove back to California, crossed over the border to California, and didn't even realize the time changed. And then I'm like, oh, until Grant sent me a message, and he's like, hello. And I was like, oh, so I changed it. So some of these messages are from before. Okay, let's see. All right, so hello, Deb G, Jane Gray, Grant is still here. Hey, Tracy and Mary from Tucson. AGT's in the house. That's our other moderator, Robbie. We have a few moderators, but our two main ones are Grant and Robbie. Hey, Gina. Hey, Fire. I'm doing much better, thank you. Hey, Donnie T and Jim Seal and Michael Salazar. Hey, Talia. Hey, Robert Austin from Oklahoma. Thank you so much. Hey, Don Don from foggy Vancouver. Oh, I do miss Vancouver. Hey, Thomas. Hey, Jeannie. Hey, Martha from the Bay. I love the Bay. I did travel back in time, apparently. Hey, Amy. Hey, Shannon from St. Louis. Awesome. Awesome. We have a lot of, we have a great snack pack group, and it's just so awesome to see the same names, and I don't really see your faces. Somehow I need to figure out a way, which I think I have an idea, to see some of you like in person, like your faces, because I really want to start connecting with some of you, because I see your names and your messages, but I don't really see in person, except Diamond Road, which I met at the RTR. Hey, Sandra. Deb G, I'm going to talk about that in a second. This is also, Robbie reminded me, if you are here and you like the live streams, throw a like on it. Also, if you are new and you've never been here before, or you've kind of been dipping your toe into the travel snack waters, but you haven't hit the subscribe, it's a fun channel. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, because then you'll know every time I upload a new video or we go live, which I'm going to start doing more live streams. So yeah. Okay, let's see. Hey, Brad from North Carolina. Thank you so much. Hey, Sherry from Oklahoma. Thank you so much. Hey, Butterfly Tracks from Fort Myers, Florida. Love it. Grant. Awesome. Okay, so you guys, I woke up in the Arizona desert and it was like 50 degrees, and I know to a lot of you that's nothing, but the wind was whipping and it was cold. It was very cold. And then right now I came back to California and I'm still in the desert. It's 80 degrees. That's a 30-degree jump. I'm hot. I had to put on shorts. I haven't put on shorts in like, I don't even know how long. It's so hot. So I've had like a weird day of temperatures. And I even have my fan going, my little fan that I have. That's a huge jump. This morning I had on 2 pairs of pants, 2 shirts, a jacket. It's freezing. It was freezing. But now I'm hot. Let's see. Hey, the music maker. Good to see you. Hey, Linda. Hey, Elva from Texas. Awesome. I'm glad you're better today. I became a grandma. Oh, congratulations. What a great day. Yeah, I did remember Deb G. That's easier for sure to say. Let's see. Kayla, I've been traveling. Well, I've traveled little bits throughout, my adult life. I traveled to Europe in 2018. I went 2 times. That was the first time I ever went. The second time I went, I was there for 3 months by myself. In 2019, I went to South America for a couple months. And then in 2020 is when the end of 2019 is when I started living in my car until 2020. And then started my van journey at the end of 2020. So I've been in my van for a little over a year. Linda, I am back in my van. Finally back in my van. Talia, I do have some RTR stories, and I'm going to just share a little bit today on the live stream. We're not going to talk about that the whole time because I have some videos that I'm going to upload, and it's going to talk about, it's going to include so much more that I could talk about on the live stream. But it was definitely an interesting experience. Hey, what a do, DG? That's another one of my real life friends that I met this weekend. Danette. So great to chat with you in the last couple. Yes, it was really great. And she has a channel, What a Do DG. So if you guys are not already, you should go follow her. Where My Chicken to subscribe 2 weeks ago. Love what I've seen so far. 16 degrees. I'm out. I'm not doing that. That's too cold. 16, no. And thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the snack pack. Hey, Daya. Is it Daya or Daya? I'm going to talk about the RTR in a few minutes. And thank you so much. I am feeling better. I still have, like when you get over being sick and you still have I still have a little bit of cough. I got a lot of phlegm. I'm like coughing, it's gross. I'm not going to get into the details. Also, I think I made this up, but okay, so I didn't make this part up, the actual symptom of it, but the name of it, I don't know, because I just self-diagnosed myself, because these doctors out here, they don't seem to know anything more than I do, apparently, and I'm just being sarcastic for those of you that don't know. So when I had COVID and then I went to the hospital a few days after that, I developed this really sharp pain in my left side. So I looked it up, and WebMD or whatever, they have all these different diagnoses, and some of them are major things, and then there was one in the middle called something like costochondritis, and it's I guess sometimes if you have a traumatic thing, if it even said if you cough too much, you can it can inflame some of the cartilage. I'm just paraphrasing. It could inflame some of the cartilage around your rib cage and cause pain. So I still have that. So when I lay on my side or when I cough still, it really hurts on my left side. So if it doesn't get better in the next week, and I've been icing it, I've been taking Aleve and ibuprofen. If it doesn't change in a week, I'm gonna go into my regular primary doctor and maybe have them get some x-rays or something, because I'm you know what? My body is a jerk. If anything can happen to it, it seems to want to happen. So I'm sick of it. So to answer your question, I am feeling better, but it's those remnants. And of course, when I was down in bed for those 3 weeks, I couldn't stretch. And for those of you that have been around for a while, you know that I had a major problem with my back. So now I'm getting back into my stretches. Since I've been back in the van, I've been doing them. But I lost that time. So now my back is feeling tight again. Getting older, I'm not for it. I don't appreciate that. I don't want that. Okay, so let me scroll back. Oh, so hot in Melbourne. Oh, dang. Hey, Amy. God bless you too. Hey, Erica from Savannah. Savannah, I love Savannah. Jeannie, we finally have a day with plus degrees in both wind chill and the degrees. Wow. Thank you, Linda. Amy says, about to get into living in a car as well, but I'm sick too. Oh, so I'm trying to wait until my doctor's appointment. Awesome. Yeah, try to do all the research now. So when you get in your car, you'll have a lot more information. Erica. Okay, so Erica, you've had it. It's a real thing, right? Costco chondritis. It's not like when you go to Costco and get free samples. It's like a real thing. Okay, so it's real. So I'm not crazy. I mean, I am crazy, but not for this thing. So if it goes away on its own, that's fine, because the pain has been lessening, but it's still there. So I'm just a little concerned. Hey, Go Van, thank you so much. Hey, P. Sean 28. Thank you for all the well wishes. Thomas, 3 degrees. Ew, now in northern New York. -13. No, I don't know how you guys do it where you live in these freezing places. Terry Zaleski's in the house. Thank you, Terry. I hope you are doing well. Redemptive suffering. Hey, Lainey with no shoes from Plamosa Road, BLM. Oh, so you're there. Oh, awesome. That's the BLM is the Bureau of Land Management, land that people are parking on in Quartzsite for the RTR. And there's like all these different areas where you can go and park. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you. Hey, Win-Win. Kayla, just to let you know, my birthday is on Sunday, March 13th. 19, dang. You're growing up on this channel, Kayla. Erica, take an anti-inflammatory for the costochondritis. Okay, good tip. Yeah, I think I'm gonna probably end up going to my doctor anyways, just to like make sure everything's in order. 37, Grant. Awesome. Okay. Well, that was one of my things I wrote down, is that I am feeling a lot better. Thank you guys so much, all of you, still, for all your well wishes, and people have been sending like messages just to make sure I'm okay, and it was really encouraging. It really helped me to just like get back going, and just encouraging me to, you know, just push through and everything. So, and I know a lot of you are concerned about me pushing myself too hard too soon, and so I have been really trying to take it easy and not like push myself. Like I was thinking about doing a hike today, but I was like, that's probably not a good idea. Calm down. Plus it was too cold. So I am taking it easy, but I am trying to, like, you know, get my body back like in shape and in good working order. Trying to, drink my water. I am going to be the water reminder. Just looking at my phone because I'm getting a bunch of messages. It was YouTube telling me we're live, so thanks, YouTube. Okay, so I already talked about that. I am planning to do another live stream next Sunday, so that's going to be January 30th. Same time, for reals, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. So we'll do another one next Sunday. Thank you very much, Thomas. I appreciate that. Hey, Clarilyn. All leaks are gone now. Yes. Thank you so much. Yes, all the leaks are gone. Praise God. And it did rain yesterday. So far so good. So I guess that roof sealer really is working really well. I'll probably do the roof sealer again maybe next year, just to like make sure that it stays, you know, in good working order. I don't know how long it lasts. I remember when you had 1K subscribers, you've come like, thank you for watching that long fire. I appreciate you being here. Yeah, it seems like such a long time ago, but also it also seems kind of like brand new too. And I'm just grateful for our snack pack community. Thank you, Amy. Appreciate that. Okay, Grant says Jackie finally got out for a walk with me yesterday after 9 days. Oh, good. I'm glad she's up and about. I didn't want to share any information. If someone tells me stuff I don't like to share it, but if Grant wants to share, he can share on the channel, on the live stream chat. But I'm glad to hear that, Grant. Hey, thank you, Tracy, so much for the $10. And I appreciate that very much. Let me give you a shout out. Let's see here. I feel like giving you a party horn and an explosion, but I gotta turn my phone up. We're just gonna get it popping. Thank you so much. Also, if you do want to make a donation to the snack fund, it's greatly appreciated, never obligated or required, but you can do so by hitting the little $ under the chat. That's a YouTube donation. They take 30%. That's not ideal. But you can donate through PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo, and the links are in the description of all my videos, and usually Grant will post them as well. So I appreciate every donation that comes through, but I just appreciate you being here. So thank you very much, and thank you, Tracy. That is very appreciated. Yes, I did get all the leaks fixed, you know, knock on wood. Hey, Linda, surprised to hear it's been taken 3 weeks. I've been sick since the 14th, but it's getting better still it now seems to be in my chest. Yeah, it seems to just like go all over, but I am feeling a lot better, and I pray that you feel better soon as well. Yes, Chris, same bat time, same bat channel. Jane, too cold at 50 degrees. Recent temps here in Ohio have been 0 to high teens. No. Boop, boop. Glad I'm not the only one sick for so long. I thought I was going crazy. Yeah, it took me out, bro. Like it's or sis, you know, it was bad news, but I am feeling a lot better. Thank you, Grant, for posting the links. It's embarrassing. I work at Costco as a cashier. The illness name is new to me, but everyone else went back to work and I'm still feeling sick. Oh no, dang. Prayers to everyone that's sick. There's been a lot of people that have been sick, but just say prayers and encourage each other. That's all I can say. Oh, she's going back to work tomorrow. Wow. I'm glad she's feeling a lot better. Okay, so let's talk for a few minutes about the RTR. So for those of you that don't know, the RTR stands for Rubber Tramp Rendezvous, and it's an annual gathering. It's put on by Bob Wells, who has a YouTube channel called Cheap RV Living. He's like the top van life YouTuber. If you go to his channel, you'll see he's got a lot of subscribers. Like, I don't even know how many, a lot. And he's got so many great videos, and he just like, he interviews people, and he does like van tours and car tours and stuff like that. It's great. His channel's great. And he's been doing this for a long time. And I think him, I don't know all the deets, but him and a few people, or he did it or somebody, started this organization called Home on Wheels Alliance, HOWA, H-O-W-A. And so they started doing these gatherings in the desert. So I don't know how long they've been doing them, but it's a great way to meet other nomads. Bob Wells is really big on the nomadic lifestyle, and I've never gone. And obviously this is my first year in the van, so I felt like this was a good time. And plus I was already pretty close I was at my parents' house when I was sick, and coming from there, it was a 2.5 hour drive to Arizona for me. So that's not even that bad. And I also felt like if I started to feel sick again, that I could pretty much make it in 2.5 hours, or somebody could make it to me in 2.5 hours if, you know, I had a relapse or got sick or something happened. So I drove over there. And some of you, hopefully you saw the video, the first video that I posted. When I got there, I forgot about the time change again, and everything was already over that day. So since then, I had gone back, you know, every day since then, and there's been some cool things, and I've taken footage, content of a lot of the stuff that I went to see. My goal specifically was to meet other nomads, to meet other people that live in vehicles. So everybody that goes to RTR probably has different goals. My goal really wasn't to go for like the content, not that I can't learn new things, because they have or they have classes, you know, so it's like from, you know, I'm just making this up, like 10 to 11 in the morning, it's talking about like finding work on the road, or, you know, from 12 to 1, it's talking about, you know, solar power or whatever. So all those things I've pretty much already researched or whatever. I'm always looking up new things. So for me, I didn't really, you know, care to sit there and listen to like a bunch of different classes. But if you're new to living in a vehicle or whatever, I think it is great to go, because there's so much good information that you can learn a lot of it in one time, you know. But my main goal was to meet people, because I've been in my van. I was in my car for 4 months, and then I've been in my van for over a year, and I've met very few nomads, and it's been challenging, like lonely wise. So that was my goal. And so one of the days on Saturday, they had a day where you could show your van. And so you didn't have to sign up or anything. You just needed to be there at a certain time. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I decided that I would show my van. And it was a great thing, because, you know, everybody's like walking up to your van, and they're, you know, they're checking it out, and you're talking to people. And it was like from 11 in the morning until like, it was from 11 to 2, but I think I ended up staying till around 3, and I met so many people, and it was like so heartwarming, because there was a lot of people that came up and they're like, oh, Travel Snacks, I watch your channel. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. Like, it's just funny. It's just like, you never know who's seen your videos or whatever. And it's just like cool to meet other people that you've like, that have seen you and have talked, you know, watched your videos and stuff. So there was several people that came up and already knew about the channel, but there was a lot of people that didn't know about the channel. And it's really cool to hear like what people liked about my van. Like the number one thing, which was like weird to me, but the comment that I got the most was about my fridge. Like people would come up to the van and be like, I love your big fridge. It's so funny to me. And I think it's because, and I've watched a lot of van videos, I think it's because most people have their fridge, you know, built at like, you know, waist level. So you got to bend down and, you know, open the fridge, and, or they have the like the chest kind where you have to lift up. And I don't think that a lot of vans maybe have theirs built up like mine. And so it's like the first thing you see. And then people kept asking me if I could run it on solar, and how is it running, and how is it staying powered. So that was like so funny to me. And I'm like, well, you know, I like to eat, so I have to have a bigger fridge. So that was interesting to me. And then I got a lot of people saying that my van is very organized and tidy, and I like to keep it nice in here because it's a small space. But it was really cool just to talk to other people and hear what they're doing. And since I was showing my van, it was hard to get out to see all the other vans and stuff, but I did take kind of a break. I just left my van open and just was trusting. And I just went around and just looked quickly at some of the other vans. There was a lot of really cool things. People are so nice. I just saw how much effort people put into where they live, like in their vehicles, and how much care they put into it. And it was just really great to see, and how everybody's just so nice and just so, just like, I don't know, open and just really nice to each other. I just thought it was really, really great. So I did take a lot of footage. And so I think I'm going to probably be making 2 or 3 more videos just of different things. Today was the last day, and yesterday they were showing vans. Today they were showing schoolies, ambulances, and cars. Personally, I'm not really, hopefully this doesn't come off the wrong way, I'm not really that interested in school buses or bigger vehicles at this point. To me, I really like to see people that have like built their van, you know, themselves or with help or whatever. And I like to see cars. I have a special place in my heart for cars because when I started out, I was in my car. So I like to see what people have done with their small spaces. So I did take video of a few different cars and how they have them set up, so I'll be posting a video on that. So yeah, I think like if I get the opportunity, I meet more nomads that live in cars and vans that are like, not like these professional ones, like where you go and you spend like 50 grand or like 100 grand. That's great, and that's like a nice goal. Those vans are beautiful. But I want to, if I get the opportunity to meet people in person, I'd like to, to take videos and post videos of like van tours or car tours. So give me a thumbs up or thumbs down if you would like to see like tours of other vans and cars. Because I've asked a few people and they're like, oh, I love those types of videos. But some people don't care about that. So who knows? And who knows if I'll even get the opportunity besides this weekend. So anyways, I do have, like I said, I have 2 or 3 more videos coming. Okay, so the reason I did meet a lot of people and I was planning to stay out there longer, but the reason I ended up leaving today is because there's so many people there. I mean, the most RVs, vans, and car life people that you could ever see in your whole life. So many people. And because of that, there's really not an internet connection. I mean, I even went into a McDonald's and literally could not upload anything. It took like an hour and a half tethering my phone to just get that first video up. And that day I was really frustrated. Like, it's just almost non-existent. So that I know I couldn't post videos. So I have all the content. So I just decided to come back to California, and tomorrow I'm going to spend the whole day editing. So that's why I left. So if you're ever thinking about going to the RTR in Quartzsite during that time, if you have to work, I don't know what to tell you, because I mean, I have Verizon and I don't have any extra boosters or anything. So if you have a booster, maybe it'd be better. But you could go to the library, but everybody has that same idea. And even people, that were going to the library were saying it was still slow. So that was the big problem, because everyone that I was meeting was like, oh, come back and camp with us, and we're going to, have a campfire. We're going to do this. And I did that yesterday, but I was like, I got to go because I got to do a live stream and I have to upload videos. So I'm going to be thinking about a better solution to maybe get a booster or something. So that when I'm, in a more remote location, that I could still upload and work. But today was not that day. So I wanted to get back to you guys and do the live stream. Let's see. Quarantine and COVID gave me the chance to get closer to God. I love that. I was definitely praying every day for healing. Oh, Claire Ellen, let me see. I didn't get any notifications, but it's weird because I'm on my iPad and my phone,